That's to save you more. Okay, very good.
Save
You managed
the
to
bottle.
not jostle the cupboard or the cabinet too much, and begin ascending up to the top shelf. You manage to find some very fine-looking spirits, very decorative in their labeling, and it's in that language that you can barely read. I'm just gonna start putting all the bodies. Like, I'm gonna sit them over here, like they're all hanging out.
Is that because someone would be moving them, or just to get them out of your way?
Just to get them out of my way.
Okay.
I like to think
Denver
we're all just,
stays
like,
by
having
her
a cool
corpse's side.
Yeah,
The fight will suffer.
bring all of the stuff back.
Hawk is searching his own corpse, and he finds a deck of cards in one of the pockets. He's like, "Oh, I was wondering where these went."
For my concoctions, I can just dish them out, keeping in mind that one of them was a toxin and one of them was used.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Just double checking.
It's gonna have a sit down in this chair for now.
Oh,
that's
would
probably just
all of our class equipment include our explorers packs and the like?
It would.
All right, very cool. Thank you.
We got our
As
shit.
Badger begins helping himself to the top shelf components, what do the rest of you do?
Do we
I know
see...
Fayez is double checking Mina's injuries.
That's fair. Do we see where we went to follow the red person? I'm guessing there?
This map
That's
isn't fully
down?
accurate, I'm afraid. It would technically
Okay.
be a door over here that leads
Right.
down.
Right, like there's a staircase system. And
Yeah.
Is that same door still there?
It is.
Narrative voice.
Is anybody hurt?
I'm alright.
Nah, I'd be fine. Fire
That's
slapped
weird.
her on the hand. You nearly died. I'm fine, bruv. He stares at her intensely. And she well, actually, let's find out. Let's find out.
If anything, I feel as if I have gotten stronger.
Oh,
Oh, damn!
well,
Big brother stare.
Damn!
It is a big brother stare. Mina sort of withers under it. Sorry, bruv. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it again. She frowns.
Actually, I think looking between the two, Jen would ask, actually, I never got an answer to this. How long have you two known each other?
They look at each other. Up until now, we've been here for a little bit. You know better than me, bruv. About a month. It is a story for another time. It's been a weird journey so far. But let us attend to our safety first, yes?
I think that is
Right.
wise.
speaking of which, should we go down the intimidating hallway? Basement? Where all of this began, I guess. Or
That's
not.
where we will end up going. I think we need just a moment.
You guys do have food now. You guys can finally take a short rest.
Hey!
If
Oh
you
God, this
all
chicken is so
don't
good.
mind, if you all don't mind waiting a moment, we could take a moment of respite after our victory. I can cook something up. Mina nods, Sage
Food.
I was kind of hoping we could gun for an exit, but I think
Haste
I'll
makes
go
waste,
there.
though, Huck. We do not know what we might fight next.
I was hoping there wouldn't be any more fighting, but fine. Look over at Duck. You hungry?
Nods once.
Of course you are.
What is that supposed to mean?
Then allow me to begin preparations.
Don't mean nothing.
Are you hungry? Don't lie to me.
Fires has the chef feat.
Hey, of course he does.
Nice.
I had to get the 20 wisdom
temp
somehow.
HP one.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's wild. It says that's
That's a
How's it
whoa. What a specific number.
it's crazy. It's wild. 4 plus prof bonus, so 4 plus 2.
6.
6. I'll just say, as the person he is, he would refuse to eat until he's like the last one. Mina will eat, but she won't take the snacks. Eva will do similar. So all of you as PCs can just take the temp HP of what is this? Half character level. Okay, well that's easy. Plus prof. So you guys get 3 temp HP.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
I guess that's how Bradford does it.
It can very easily save lives.
Yeah.
It's been a while since. Well, Mina thinks that. Actually, no, it was yesterday, huh? Yes, it was. But I appreciate that you like my cooking so much. Fires begins handing out bowls to everyone, just literally dishing out food.
Badger will go around and give everybody a drink as well of that top shelf liquor,
Ooh.
but he'll drink from the bottle himself after.
Everyone gets one, I get the rest.
Unless he waited until
wait.
after.
You know what?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'll
suppose.
applaud that.
As far as we know.
You begin handing out.
Goddamn goblin.
Racist.
Denver pulls out
Yeah.
her brewer's supplies and offers you a drink.
You begin handing out this alcohol to everyone, person by person, line by line. Here, I'll put the NPC sitting over here. Line by line, or going down the line, rather. Badger. And then you eventually arrive and give your drink, or give a drink, rather, to someone that you didn't realize was there.
Oh shit.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh.
Here you go, here you go,
Hey,
here you
hey,
go.
hey, guys.
Everyone?
She puts her hand atop the whiskey glass you present to her, sliding it over. Let's see. Badger, Roma, and Caradoc, roll me your perception.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that tracks.
Damn. Okay, getting better. Getting better.
Yeah.
Badger with
Had to warm
your
it up.
goblin senses. You hear something rattle as she moves. Some metallic rattling. Not from all the accessories she has, something else. But you can't exactly place what or where. Perhaps a hidden weapon. She sips at it.
Back up a little bit.
Silence takes hold on the blazing beacon. Silence is how you guys all came here, and silence is what finds you now.
God, I wish I could remember his name. How do you pronounce this guy's name again?
Fayez.
Fayez. Looks to Fayez to see if he wants to be diplomatic first before we do anything.
He does like a teetering gesture. He does turn in his seat and stand up. Going up here, next to Caradoc, next to Roma, and addressing the woman. Might we have a moment of your time, ma'am? She's been sipping and swirling the drink, and at the recognition, the acknowledgement, she stirs ever so slightly, lifting her head as if hearing a whisper far away. Then she swirls her drink again. Fayez looks to you, Caradoc, and to you, Roma, wondering if she even heard him. Or equally wondering what to do next. What do you guys do?
Mm.
You know what? Badger's gonna go right in front of her and kind of wave his hand in front of her face.
You do so. And at that, she finally does look up from the swirling drink she has to you.
Um, I guess we're all wondering why you brought us here.
She corks her eye at you and says something in a language you don't know. To a number of you in this room, it sounds semi-familiar, but you don't know it. She looks at you for recognition in her words, finding none. She sighs, ever so delicately. Thinks for a moment, closing her eyes in meditation almost, opening them finally. This is your tongue. Yes?
That I understood. Yes.
She frowns ever so slightly at that. Nearly imperceivable. I see.
She's disappointed.
She takes a sip of the drink, setting it down. Thank you.
I didn't even know you were here, but you're welcome.
She
you
turns and looks across all of you, but it does not take a keen eye to see that her gaze settles on your guys' doppelgangers, their bodies littered all around, freshly looted. The bot died just now, didn't it?
Dramatic effect.
That is
Didn't break narration.
Who's
That
the
is-
bot?
a really bad time for it to break.
You just see a minstrel in the corner. It's like, don't notice me. I'm on my break.
Gets his neck snapped.
Mm-hmm. Ah, such a pain.
You can't bring it back or anything.
I'm trying to find the link to the music first. And then I would try to spam that or something.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, I have it saved here, actually. Boop. And I don't think it's coming back.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Says it's not responding.
R.I.P.
You lazy son of a bitch.
It literally did take a smoke break.
No breaks.
You're not an employee, you're a slave.
No breaks, you work.
All right. Well. If you guys want to listen along with me, here's the OST. Just put that on the background, really nice and softly.
Will do.
Mhm.
Put on
Yeah,
loop.
there we go.
And volume 1. Loop video. That's about the right volume.
All right.
So,
As we were saying, where did we last leave off?
she saw the bodies.
Yes, that's what
She?
it was. Thank you. She. I know, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
She scans across all of you, her gaze lingering on your doppelgangers, and at that she goes, "Ah, I see. You managed to defeat yourselves. And that's why I can see you now."
You, how do I put that? A priest of the Numen? Or are you something
No.
else?
I am something else.
The Numen themselves, perhaps?
No.
What are you?
There is no word for what I am. Not in your simple tongue.
Hmm.
She scans across all of you, her eyes settling on something in this direction. And then turning and looking and falling on Badger.
Is it
Although
the
perhaps you're
bartender?
not.
Sorry.
Although perhaps. She thinks for a moment, casting her gaze down. Perhaps you're not too far gone yet. My apologies for all of you being brought here.
Was it not your intention?
Not at all. The fact that you're able to see me at all is intriguing.
I believe that when she says not at all.
Roll insight. At disadvantage.
Can I kite myself?
You may.
Hey, me. You
What?
got this.
The other one was a nat 20.
No! You got a 10!
The other one actually was a nat 20. That's fucking hilarious. If only there's some way to get you advantage.
You're gonna take an inspiration.
Anyways.
Right.
I mean, actually, though, inspiration?
Miracle?
Do you want it, Fred?
No, I embrace my low rolls. Let it happen.
She does seem to be telling you the truth. I wonder why you all can see me now. Or rather, able to see me in the first place. How interesting. She sits back down and grabs at her drink once more, swirling and sipping it. I suppose you all want to go back?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yes, please.
It would be preferable, yes.
She thinks for a moment. Ve'el Kehester.
What's that word?
Ve'el Kehester.
Oh, they're saying Velkester, but they can't say the words right because this is not their language.
Or it's an older name.
Whatever.
That's where we
Well,
were
Kester, yes.
before.
Alright.
Okay.
Are you certain you want to go back? There.
This place is
Before
interesting.
Before we go back, are you aware of what's currently happening there?
Which piece do you refer to?
The plague and the unrest?
I am aware. And as apology, I will give you this fair bit of advice, travelers. Leave Ve'el Kester as soon as possible.
You wouldn't happen to know how to treat or cure or get rid of the plague, would you?
Roll me a persuasion.
Perhaps in a way that does not end up killing the entire town.
You better roll well on that guidance.
It's 25, that's fucking good.
That's exactly the
Man.
DC.
Oh, I was gonna. I have
Wow.
something I could add on top of this, but 25.
I know how to cure it. But that is not my care. As I said, you all should leave. She stares at you for a moment, Val Kester. Immediately. You don't want to be here when things finally blow over.
When will things blow over?
That remains to be seen.
Is
What's your guys' passive perceptions, by the way?
That's a good ass question. Let me find out for you, bud. Got that number.
14.
We got some okay-ish ones this time.
16.
To you 16s then.
Nice.
As she keeps speaking, it clicks to you that she's never blinked once yet.
oh, I hate that.
That girl ain't right.
Never would have guessed that
girl
one.
needs some Jesus.
She is. She's also learning the language much quicker. We're getting more accustomed to it. I should say.
Since you know how to cure the plague, would you be willing to share that knowledge with us?
It is not a knowledge that can be shared. Not with any of you. If you seek a cure, one that is not blade nor fire, you have to turn your attention outside the city. But to do so, to find this cure, I do not think you capable. Not as insult, but as fact. You
None
simply
taken.
do not have the time.
Is there a
Especially-
way to get more time?
The city is at the brink. The factions that deign themselves in control of it are at each other's throats. All of this and the plague is irrelevant. When it all finally blows over, none of it will matter.
And why is that?
Ash cannot spread plague, nor can it rebel, nor vote democratically. And
So who brings the fire?
she looks around, looking for something, finally spotting it right over here. A sign. In a language you guys don't recognize. She claps her hands together twice, and it begins getting translated into the illuminated speech that you all know commonly. It translates simply to the blazing beacon.
Oh. Oh, I see.
It has already begun. Thus why I say you all should make your exit from Velcaster immediately. You'll see when you go back.
Thank you for the words and the advice. Are we all ready to depart?
In ready.
Most assuredly, yes.
Looks
No
back
better
at the
time than
doppelgangers.
right now.
I'm good.
Looks back to the doppelgangers. Doesn't see anything different with them. No time like the present.
She scans across all of you. It is fortunate that none of you are wearing clothes from this city. It will be rather... And you finally see her smile, ever so slightly, awkward, when I send you back otherwise.
The clothes will not come with us, I'm assuming.
She turns to you, her smile still there but dwindling fast. Nothing in this world will.
Aw.
Well, that's a relief.
Badger gets sad.
What do you
Roll me.
Bring back the booze.
Roll me charisma, but you want to roll low.
Your money! All of your money!
Oh, your money, of
My
course.
money, no.
I forgot about the money.
Oh, that's decently
Well, that's
low.
that's actually mid. That's actually. Mm. I'm sorry, and she says goblin, but in your tongue. In goblin. I am sorry, goblin, but this is how things must be.
How do you know my language?
I know all the languages of the world. It is a shame none of you know mine. But you did good. She leans forward as she says that.
I hope
Keep
if we
trying.
meet again, it is on better terms than sudden abduction. Unintentionally.
For your benefits, it'd be best if we never met again. Now then, she holds up her hand. Jin, Caradoc, Aurora Fires, Roma, and Badger, roll me your perceptions again. Or,
Look at
well, not
this.
again. Roll me your perceptions. Badger, roll with advantage.
Hey.
Not much better.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be advantage. I thought I checked that. It's a 12. So,
Don't
none
forget
of us
the
catch
guidance.
this shit.
Badger, there it is again. That metal rattling.
What are you?
But
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
She smiles once again, but ever so softly and somberly, forlorn. She stands up and leans forward, gesturing you to come closer.
He does so.
Who eavesdrops?
Me.
Make-
Me.
No, that's
Jin's not the
that's
type.
rude. No.
I want to,
I will
but
make-
Jin's not the type.
I'm not gonna have her roll because then it would be impossible and unfair. Instead, I'll have a bit of simple roll. All of you roll me your perception if you want to eavesdrop. Badger, you roll your stealth. It will be within the realm of possibility.
Oh,
at the very
come
least.
on.
Roll
Just-
my stealth.
Roll your stealth.
It's at the DC. Oh,
Ooh.
Technically possible.
How very
Damn
fitting.
it.
God damn it.
Ooh,
Yo!
There you go.
Well, at least one of us got it.
I see your shit.
Anyone else?
No.
No.
I look in her general direction for the first time.
I
She
wanna know.
whispers softly into your ear, Badger. I am the Briar Queen. Fear my reach. And she leans back and away. You can't help but notice all the roses on her as she says that now. And I will say, give you one other thing as she pulls you in to whisper to you, Badger. You know where that metallic sound is now. You felt it. It's her arms.
What?
She leans away from you. I bid you all farewell. Good luck. She stops for a moment. And stay safe. Heed my words. She claps her hands twice, and you are all once again engulfed in a blinding, disorienting, desensitizing red light that breaks through all the windows, piercing into the room, engulfing you all, as this tinnitus-esque ringing begins screeching in your ears. We'll end soon, my friends. Don't you worry. I will give you something fun to end on. As I check to see if the bot works. Oh no, it's just outright down. It's just outright down. God damn it.
Ooh.
Okay, that's fine.
This is fine.
That's fine.
I gotta
Fine,
find
I
more
don't
information
care.
on her.
My queen!
Please replace your fear and hunger music with this one instead.
Oh, I know this game.
There's a reason I asked you to check the VODs from years ago. Everyone have it playing? Good.
Mhm.
You guys all come to that record scratch you hear in the music there is not a record scratch in the world, but rather the sounds of fire burning all around you. You are all sat in a dry heat. The blazing beacon that you guys were very accustomed to, having been stuck inside it for quarantine for so long, locked away to individual wings of the tavern space itself. Or at least, that's what they tried. It's all sundered. The blazing beacon, the shop next door, the entire damn block has been annihilated. Scorched black, fires still smoldering. You hear a loud commotion to your left and to your right, half a block for both sounds. You guys have been in the city for a week. You know these voices, not by specific person, but just in the way they talk. You guys are fading in and out, exhausted, being threatened to being cooked alive amidst this heat. But you hear a voice in your heads cry out to you, all of you. Please, wake up. As this voice cries out to you, you all flutter your eyes awake again, once again. The air around you hard to breathe. The ground under you charcoals. But at the voice cry and insistence, you all get up, seeing one another amidst this apocalypse that you are sat upon. To your left, you hear the sounds of guards crying out, "We have survivors here! Hurry!" To your right, you hear the renegades of the city. Alright, come on, keep looking around! Keep looking! Both sides about to arrive at each other, and you all know in this no man land neutrality that they will not be so neutral to each other.
You're giving us a fucking choice.
It's
And
Helgen.
that's where we end session.
Well,
You guys will have to
Bloodstorm.
pick. You guys will have to pick.
Supernova on this.
Interesting. You guys will have to pick. Which side will you run to?
Do we go with Hadvar or Rayloff?
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Oh,
I will tell you all that your NPCs are split on it. Each of
One's
them having their own.
neutral, Go on.
All of them have a different option. Eva wants to go to the guards.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
Mina wants to go to the renegades.
Based
Okay. The other one's neutral.
Fayez is neutral. He believes,
Mhm.
but he's not stupid. He doesn't believe that this is a reconcilable difference of ideology. Not at current. Inevitably, you will have to pick one side and try to work with the moderates of that side and the other side's moderates to try to reach a peaceable middle ground. But that takes time. What he is very keen on is how and why/where is that young woman's voice coming from? Certainly not next to you. So that's what Fiaz is curious about. So you guys will have
Pick
to
the third
decide.
option.
It's good. It's your guys' call. This, my friends, is Act 1. Welcome
Oh, what an introduction.
to Velcaster.
Mhm.
You guys got through it a lot faster than I was expecting, to be honest with you.
I'm glad.
Speedrun that shit.
Yeah. We only have like 45-ish minutes extra.
I know,
Super
impressive.
fast.
So we need to find a source of light and really fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there's fire abound, right?
No, not that kind of light.
You mean like a ward light?
Yeah, I do.
I already have today's session title planned out. I just need to ready it up. Dagger has unlocked Briar Queen Obsession.
Literally, you can hit her with the "My Queen,
Basically.
my Thorn Queen," and she's like, "Please, actually stop. You were charming at first,
My
but no."
thorny queen.
A tale of two you bitch.
Two cities for the price of one.